So this morning we're going to do a beginner practice and we're going to focus on the hips. So even if you are an experienced yoga practitioner, doing beginner classes are often a good idea. So when we deal with the hips in yoga, we call the hip area, the pelvis, the storehouse of our emotions. And so if you have a tendency to repress or suppress negative emotions, typically, it's said that they will be stored in the hips. And the problem with repressed and suppressed emotions is that they fester. So imagine like pushing, imagine you're standing on a floor that has floorboards, and every time you suppress and repress your emotion, you stick it under the floorboards over a period of time. It develops into moldy, creepy, dark, weird stuff underneath there. And the problem with that is that it doesn't stay down. It tends to shoot up through the floorboards. And it doesn't come back as the same emotion. It doesn't come. So if you repressed a little bit of rage or you just repressed a little bit of anger, it will come back not as a little bit of anger. It will come back as heart disease, autoimmune disease, lower back chronic pain. And so it's a much better idea to learn how to work with our emotions, to alchemize them. They are incredibly useful. They are powerful messages. They are part of our existence, our nature, and our humanity. And unfortunately, we live in a culture that is very afraid of emotions. And so we have learned that in order to stay close or be part of the tribe or be acceptable is to repress, suppress, pretend like we don't have any. Problematic. So in the yoga practice, we have this wonderful tool where we can use the body as a way to move negative emotions and feel positive emotions more. Okay, so I don't know why I'm having a muting problem. Can you all just make sure that you're mute? Okay, I'm gonna mute. Okay. Maybe there's something in the settings. I love to hear that you're there. I really do. But I'm sure you don't want to appear on the recording. Okay, so let's deal with our emotions and start the practice. So start on your hands and knees. And with the beginner practice, we often have this very similar warm-up sequence, and that's for you so that you can get familiar with the movements, that you can focus less on the instruction and start to really feel into the body. So on your hands and knees, you're going to tuck your toes under, take a deep inhale breath through the nose, and then press back into downward facing dog as you exhale. Sit bones go way up towards the ceiling. Press your chest towards your thighs, relax your neck, and then hold it here for 5 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Keep the mouth closed. Exhale, 2. So if you have short hamstrings or tight hamstrings, there's nothing wrong with you. What you want to do to make allowance for that is to bend your knees. Keep your sit bones way up towards the ceiling and actively press your chest towards your thighs so that you get a nice long spine focusing on the back rather than the hamstrings. That will come with time. 1 more deep breath in and out. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale, walk your feet up towards them. And then bring your feet about 10 centimeters behind your hands, folding forward as you exhale. If you have blocks available, it's a good idea to place blocks underneath the hands in case your palms don't reach the floor. Soften the knees if you need to, or bend the knees if you need to. Relax the neck, squeeze the shoulder blades in towards each other. If your palms are flat on the floor or blocks, try to bring 50% of the weight into the hands, 50% of the weight into the feet, and steady with the breath, long and deep, in and out through the nose. This is Uttanasana. Exaggerate the length and depth of the breath. Make it even and smooth. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and out. And then walk your feet to the side edges of your mat. Turn your toes out. Deeply bend your knees and then come into a squat. So here's the first pose that addresses the hips. So you're looking at the insides of the thighs, the adductors, and the inside of the hip joint. Use your elbows, squeeze your knees out to the sides, hands together at the heart center, lifting in the chest. Inhale. If it's difficult for you to sit in the squat here, you can place a block underneath your seat and then hold it here. That's also fine. Okay, 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in and out. And then sit down on the floor. Hug your knees into your chest with your left elbow. Bring your right hand on the floor behind you. TP twist. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. And then exhale, twist. Look over your right shoulder. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, switch. Hug your knees into the right elbow. Left hand on the floor behind you. Lengthen to the spine as you inhale. And exhale, twist. Look over your left shoulder. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Long exhale, twist a little bit more. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, separate your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands back behind you on the floor. Palms flat, fingers face forward. And then inhale, press down to the hands and the feet. Lift the seat all the way up. Make sure your feet are parallel. If you can, extend the head back. 5 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Try to feel elongation through the tailbone in the direction of the knees. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale, tuck chin to chest. And exhale, seat to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest and rest your forehead down. Taking a breath in and out. Place your hands on either side of your hips and then push yourself onto the balls of the feet and then come to stand up. Okay, moving into Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. You stand at the front edge of your mat, your toes and heels are together, your hands are by your sides. You're going to hook your thumbs, spread your fingers wide in front of you. And then inhale, reach forward, up and arch back. And exhale, hold. So trying to bring the upper arm bones way back behind the ears, lifting in the chest, looking up. Deep inhale. And then exhale, bend your knees, swing arms behind your back. Your knees are still bent, so interlace all 10 fingers. Try to extend to the elbows, knees are still bent. Then take a deep inhale breath here. With control, exhale, extend through the legs, pull your clasped hands over towards the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, bring both hands to the floor on either side of your feet. Step your right foot back to lunge. Hold as you exhale. So you have a 90-degree angle with the front leg. The back leg is straight and strong. The spine is long. The chest is open. Deep inhale. Palms flat, and then press back, downward facing dog. As you exhale, sit bones up towards the ceiling, just like we did at the beginning. Breathe in, neck is relaxed, knees are bent if you need them to be, and breathe out. Forward to plank pose. Inhale, shoulders over the elbows and the wrists. Exhale, hold it here, strong in the tummy, lengthen through the tailbone, and then inhale, bring your knees to the floor. Your exhale, chest and chin to the floor, elbows stay close to the body, hips are lifted, and then slide the body forward, come into cobra. Inhale, chin and chest, just using energy from the back. Exhale, hold. So technically you should be able to lift your hands up off the floor. Just feel the muscles of the back working. Breathe in. And exhale, forehead to the floor. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Push your seat to your heels. And then extend your legs downward facing dog again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward. Inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. It might be that your foot gets stuck halfway. Then you have to help your foot with your hand. Back leg nice and straight again. Breathe in. Already start to also feel the stretch here in the hip. On the inside of the left hip flexor, slight compression on the inside of the right hip. And then inhale, step up, left foot joins the right one. Fold forward as you exhale. Maybe the knees are bent, that's okay. And then inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach forward, up and arch back, extend the legs. And exhale, come to stand, hands by your sides. Okay, so we're going to put all of those poses together, one breath per movement. Exhale the breath out, make sure you're at the front edge of the mat still. And then inhale, hook thumbs, reach forward, up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms behind your back, clasp hands together in a fist, extend the legs. Inhale, hands to the floor, step your left foot back to lunge, look forward. And then press back, downward facing dog as you exhale. Forward to plank pose, inhale, shoulders over the elbows and the wrists. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest and your chin to the floor. Slide the body forward, cobra, inhale, chin and chest. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to your heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Good. Exhale, right foot joins the left one, straight into the forward fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach forward, up and arch back, extend the legs. One more round each side. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms behind your back, clasp hands together in a fist, extend the legs. Inhale, hands to the floor. See this as a breathing exercise. Right foot back to lunge. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Listen to the breath instruction. Forward to plank pose. Inhale. Knees, chest, chin. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right foot forward. Inhale. There's a rhythm to it. Exhale, left foot forward. Finish the breath. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach forward, up and arch back, extend the legs. One more time. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms behind your back, clasping hands together. Inhale, hands to the floor, left foot back to lunge, look forward. Downward facing dog, exhale. Forward to plank pose, inhale. Knees, chest, chin to the floor, exhale. Slide the body forward, cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot forward, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach forward, up and arch back, extend the legs. And then exhale, Come to stand, hands by your sides. Take a moment, close your eyes, and just notice how you feel. Awareness of all sensation, letting it move through you. No resistance, no suppression. Okay, come to the middle of your mat and then bend both your knees, hands on either side of the hips, and then step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward, and then sit down. So everything nice and clean. Extend the arms out in front of you, uncurl the spine, and come to lie down on your back. And then bend both your knees. So we're going to move into the hips. Feet are flat on the floor. You're going to lift up your right foot, place your right ankle on top of the left knee, or just above the knee, actually, a few centimeters below the left knee. So on the thigh, actually. Then lift the left foot up off the floor. Yeah, it's like as if you're sitting on a chair with your legs crossed or your right leg crossed. Then slide your right hand through the gap between the legs, interlace your fingers on top of the left shin, and then pull your left knee towards your face. Your right knee goes away from your body, away from your face. There's a strong flex in the right foot to protect the knee. And then you use the strength of your biceps, your arms, to pull the knee more and more, the left one, closer towards the face. Hold it, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Keep pulling the knee in towards the face. Inhale. Exhale, 4. One more breath in and out. Then bring your left knee to the floor. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh or your knee or your calf or your ankle, depending on your flexibility, but you want your right leg straight. And then as you exhale, start to pull your foot down towards the face. If it's okay for you, you can try to extend your left leg out on the mat, but flex the left foot. Keep working your right hip away from you and pulling the shin towards your face. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Go to that edge. Use your breath to explore deeper. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the left knee. Bend the right knee. And then bring your right foot down to the floor. Okay, other side. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Lift the right foot up off the floor. Interlace the fingers on top of the right shin. And then as you exhale, pull the right knee in towards your body. Flex the left foot. Push the left knee away from you. Might feel different on this side. It's nothing to analyze or judge. Just notice. Inhale. Breathe into the tightness. Exhale. Try to soften. Feel like you're letting it go. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, pull the knee a little bit closer in. Good. Right foot to the floor. Extend the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers behind the knee, the calf, or the ankle, maybe the thigh. Left leg is straight. As you exhale, pull the foot in towards the face, like you want to bring the foot down to the floor on the left side of your ear. And then extend your right leg all the way out. And if you were Dale, then the foot would come to the floor on the left side of the ear. Flex the right foot if it's on the floor, if it's extended out. Breathe. One more breath in. As you exhale, pull a little bit closer towards your face. Good. Bend the right knee, bring the left knee, left foot down to the floor. Then extend both your legs up towards the ceiling. Flex your feet. Bring your hands on either side of your hips. Lift the shoulder blades up off the floor. Pull the low belly down in towards the floor. So the navel in towards the back body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften the knees and inhale. Come up to sit. Your legs are extended out in front of you. We're going to come back to standing. So you're going to bring your right knee into your chest, your left knee into your chest. Push yourself onto the balls of the feet and extend the legs again so that you're standing. Come to the front edge of your mat and you're going to take a little vinyasa, connecting movement with breath again. Exhale, hands are by your sides. Then inhale, take your arms up sideways. Bring your palms to touch, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the floor on either side of your feet. Fingertips line up with the toes. Relax the neck, forehead in towards the shins. Then bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward or keep your hands on the floor, depending on your flexibility. And then exhale, take 2 steps back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. From here, inhale, extend your right leg back and up behind you. Hold as you exhale. Hips are parallel. Strong flex in the right foot. Breathe in. And breathe out. Rounding in the back, inhale, bring the knee to the nose. Exhale, hover here. Then gently place your right knee to the floor on the inside of the right wrist, sinking the hips all the way down to the floor and extending the left leg as far back behind you as you can. Stay here. Inhale. And exhale. So we're upright here. So a little back bend included. Okay, so choose to stay here. If you want to advance a little bit, you would incorporate a twist, which means you bring your right hand to your left thigh. So you twist open to the right hand to the left thigh. Either the left hand stays on the floor, or if you have the stability, you would bring your left hand to the right knee and twist. If this is all too much, you can just keep your hands on the floor. Another option, if you feel like you're rolling onto the right buttock, is to place a block underneath the right hip or a blanket or something. Okay, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward, hands to the floor. Exhale, tuck your back toes under. Inhale, extend to the right leg back and up behind you. Down dog splits and exhale. Open up the right hip, bend the right knee. Push the right foot all the way over to the left side of your mat. Look underneath the right armpit. Breathe in. Really open the hip. And breathe out. So right hip stacks on top of the left one. Deep breath in. And out. And then inhale, extend the leg, parallel the hips. Bring your right foot down to the floor again. Downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, extend the left leg back and up behind you. Exhale, hold. Rounding in the back. Inhale, knee to the nose. Exhale, hover here for a moment. Then inhale, place your left knee to the floor on the inside of the left wrist, sinking the hips all the way down. Extend the right leg all the way back behind you and hold. Choose either to stay here, supporting yourself with your hands, or place a block underneath your seat, or coming into the twist. Bring your left hand to your right thigh, right hand on the floor, right hand to the knee. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, release your hands down. Tuck your back toes under. As you exhale, down dog splits, and then open up the left hip, bend the left knee. Push the left foot all the way over to the right side. Look underneath the left armpit. Inhale. Exhale. Keep working to open into the hip. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, extend the left leg. Parallel the hips and bring your left foot down to the floor. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, bring your knees to the floor. Cross your ankles behind you, sit over your feet and extend your legs out. Bend your right knee into your chest and drop your right knee out to the side for Janu Sirsasana. Square your chest up over your left leg or over your left thigh. And then exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Try to keep the back nice and long and flat. Chin in line with the sternum, so the neck is also long. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more breaths, stay here. And then inhale, first look up, and then exhale, come up. Right knee into the chest, extend the right leg out in front of you, and then bend the left knee in, switch sides, left knee out to the side. Square the torso up over the right thigh, and exhale, fold all the way forward, keeping the back nice and flat. Inhale. And exhale. It might be that you have to bend the right knee here in order to keep the back flat. That's okay. Forward bending is primarily about the back and stretching into the spine, elongating it. The hamstrings are secondary. 2 more breaths. And then inhale, look up. Then exhale, come up. Bend the left knee into the chest, extend the left leg out in front of you. Extend your arms out in front of you, uncurl the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Come all the way to lie down and relax for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. And then take your block. Bend your knees, feet are flat, slide the block underneath the sacrum. For the inversion, extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Relax your legs and your feet. It might be that the knees are a little bit bent here. So you want the knees over the hips. Maybe you have the flexibility and it's easy for you to extend the legs. That's okay. Palms are facing up. Eyes are closed. Breathing is normal. Everything relaxed. And then bend your knees. Bring your feet to the floor. And then take the block out. Bring your seat back down. And then hug your knees into your chest. And gently rock from side to side. And then come back to center. Bring your feet to the floor. Extend the legs out in front of you. Mani Shavasana. Relax. Separate your feet as wide as you feel is comfortable. Let your toes flop out. Palms face up. Close your eyes. Everything relaxed. And then gradually reawaken again. Take your arms above your head. Stretch it out, fingertip to toe tip. And just relax again. Hug your knees back into your chest. Roll to your right side. And then push yourself up to sit. Finding a comfortable seated, cross-legged position. So we're moving into the meditation. The asana practice is designed to prepare us ideally for meditation. That's its entire purpose. So that you can sit with your legs crossed for extended periods of time. We won't do it for very long today, but we are going to practice concentrating so that the states of meditation can naturally arise. So a lot of the meditation practice is just about learning to concentrate, just training focus and concentration. That's it. And then when you get good at it for a long period of time, then these states of meditation arise. There is benefit, however, before you ever, like if that takes a while to get into that meditative state, there's so much benefit in learning how to concentrate the mind. Okay, so close your eyes, rest your hands on your knees. And you're going to bring your attention to your breath without needing to control it in any way. So allow the breath to be natural. Just notice the air going in and out of the nostrils. You may also be aware of the belly rising and falling as you breathe in and out. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add in a count. What that means is as you inhale, at the top of your inhale, you count 1, and then you exhale. And you do it again. Inhale, count 2, and exhale. The challenge in this exercise is to have a pure and focused mind. And the moment you start to notice it wander off, you start again at 1. It's normal to not be able to get past 3 or 2. That's okay. You just notice. So you want to be aware of the inhale, to be aware of the count, and to be aware of where your mind is. When you get lost in thought, start again at 1. If you make it all the way to 10, with this pure and focused mind just on the breath and the count, you start again at 1. Okay. This practice is called the perfect 10. Eyes are closed. And begin. The count is silent to yourself. Notice when the mind takes over and you get seduced by your thoughts. It's normal, it's natural, it's okay. Start again at 1. Keep the body perfectly still. Ignoring everything else. Letting go of everything else. Just the breath, the count, and the exhalation. And then relax the concentration, but remain still. Let the mind think if it wants to think. Let it run wild if it wants to. But you remain still. And then harness your attention again and bring it back, this time into the body. Notice all sensation, notice all feeling, notice the atmosphere you've created within the body, within the mind. Any change from when you first woke up. Bring your hands together at your heart center, your chin to your chest. Sincerely acknowledging your effort and thanking yourself. Namaste.